Hi folks, Sheva here to help you help your loved ones through thoughts of suicide or emotional distress. Today I wanted to touch on the topic of happiness. It seems it's a goal for everybody to just be happy in life. And while this is probably a good thing to seek out, it's not as clear cut and simple as it's laid out to be. Just have this mindset or just do this and just take care of yourself. It's kind of unattainable for a lot of people. And here's the thing, most of us actually don't experience happiness too frequently. Most of the time, we're experiencing things like contentment or satisfaction or mediocrity. And somehow these feelings have gotten not a bad rap, but kind of shoved to the side. And the problem with that is that when you're seeking to be happy all the time, I mean, I don't know about you, but I would be exhausted being happy all the time. That would take a lot of energy. And so I think it makes a lot of sense that most of the time in life, you feel maybe content or just mediocrity, and that's okay. I think that one of the problems that many of our young people go through is because of their stage of development and everything being in the moment and not being able to look too far in the future. There's so much put at stake, and in terms of being able to get those feelings, right? Those feelings of joy and excitement and anticipation and all the happy stuff. And so they get very much caught up in, if I don't have these, then I'm not living a good life. And what that creates is this feeling that they're missing out, right? Things are not supposed to be the way they are. And that's actually just not based in reality at all. And sometimes you want to, shake them a little and beat them over the head with happiness or contentment. But it doesn't work that way. One of the things that does help happiness is finding meaning. And this kind of relates to some of the concepts in positive psychology. And I'll lay it out here for you in terms of the 3 keys to living maybe what we should say is a satisfied life, right? A content life. And they say that those happiness emotions, those pleasure feeling, those positive affective states, they're great, but they're very temporary. So they're fleeting. They only last a couple hours, couple minutes, and then they're gone. And so there are 2 other things that really kind of help you build a life of being content. And the other pieces are finding meaning. And the other one's called what they call in positive psychology, which is flow. So finding meaning. Now, this seems like a big task for people, but it doesn't have to be. And finding your meaning doesn't have to give you immediate joy either. Sometimes it's not about being joyful at all. For example, when my child wants me to watch him put redstone together on Minecraft to create a functioning bathtub, I can't say I'm really joyous to hear it. The conversation, however, is meaningful to me, right? Because conversation with my loved ones creates relationships, and that brings me joy in the long run. It may not bring me happiness in the moment, but I am investing in the relationship that is a lot more meaningful. So it doesn't have to be an extravagant, how do I save the world or how do I serve the world? It can be as simple as investing in a relationship that matters. And that's finding meaning. The other one in positive psychology is flow. And flow is the state that they call when you're so engrossed in it that time flies. Like you're not distracted, you're honed in, and you're really kind of time flies. And so when we talk about that state, there may be a lot of things that come to mind. For me, I know it's when I'm lost myself in a good book. Before I know it, a couple hours maybe have passed. So, for other people, it could be painting. It could be listening to your favorite music track and losing yourself in music, or playing your instrument, or painting figures, whatever it may be. there's something that really gels well with you and you lose track of time when you do it. That is your flow state, and that is something that can contribute to leading you to feel like your life is content. So just to highlight those three things, right? So you've got meaning, you've got flow, and then you have all those other things that are, more happiness related, which are joy, anticipation, and all those wonderful, positive, affective feelings.